Continue tomorrow with a look at the St. Mary's.
In the air, it's going to be controlled by Dickinson High. Coppinger will come down with it. Gets it off to Dinius, and Dinius will set the offense. Let's see what the Pats do. They're going to come out and match up in a zone, a 2-1-2 zone. With the ball, Dinius, right side, gets it off quickly to Gabbert. Left side, Karn, baseline, Coppinger. He puts it up, not good. Rebound is going to be controlled by Bismarck Century, and down court with the basketball come the Pats. Left-hand side, Maslowski with it. Leaves it on the wing, gets it off there to Carl Pope. Pope drops it baseline to Maslowski. He comes around the screen, fires a three-pointer. That's up and good. Josh Maslowski with the three-pointer, and Century out to an early 3-0 lead. Down court, Dinius with the basketball. Goes to Blake. Blake kicks it off. Left-hand side, gets the pass to Gabbert. Back out front to Dinius. Dinius drives, pulls up, nice bounce pass to Blake. Can't handle the pass. And the ball is turned over. Dickinson High's first turnover of the night. Here come the Patriots down court. Hennessy with the basketball out front, left-hand side to Pope. Pope takes a look inside. Nothing to him. Puts it on the floor. Karn will cut him off defensively. Back to Maslowski. Maslowski with the basketball. Give and go. Backdoor. Covered up nicely. Now the three-pointer by Maslowski is in and out. Not good. And Gabbert will come out of there with the rebound for Dickinson. That one spun in and out. 3-0 lead for Century early on. Gabbert out front. Dinius. Blake free throw line. Karn on the wing. Goes away from 17. His shot is up and good. Curtis Karn with the basket, his first two of the night. And Century's lead is 3-2. Across the timeline with the basketball comes Hennessy. Hennessy on the dribble, picked up by Dinius. Good pressure by Dinius. Gets it back out front now to Maslowski. Maslowski with the basketball. Right-hand side, leaves it on the wing for Nordine. Hand back to Maslowski. Underneath, Pope wide open momentarily. Now covered up by Karn, but he gets it up and over and in. Nice move by Pope. Back to a three-point lead for the Pats. 5-2 over Dickinson High. Left side, Gabbert fakes from three. Penetrates in the paint from 8. Fires in and out off the glass and back in again. Sean Gabbert makes it a 5-4 ball game. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go in quarter number 1. Out front, Hennessy on the dribble. Right side, gets it off to Maslowski. Free throw line, they go to Schmitz. Schmitz fakes the hand back and now keeps the ball. Kicks it off to Maslowski. Fakes from 3, drives baseline, dishes it inside. Batted loose. Dinius tries to come up with the steal. Cannot. Ball loose on the floor, out of bounds. It's going to stay with Bismarck Century. So the Pats will get the basketball back. Put it into play along the far sideline, right at the end of the Dickinson High bench. Inbounds pass comes into Hennessy. Hennessy between the legs on the dribble, picked up by Dinius. Gets the bounce pass off to Pope. Inside to Schmitz. He hesitates against Coppinger. Puts it up. Not good. And the rebound going to be taken down and controlled by Dickinson High. Dinius with the outlet. Brings it down court. Looks left. Goes right instead to Karn. Karn cross courts it to Gabbert. Gabbert to Blake. Blake off to Karn. He's alone from 17. His shot is up and good. Curtis Karn with his second basket of the night. Makes it a 6-5 lead for Dickinson High. Their first lead of the night with 4:55 left to go. Nordine with the basketball, top the key, goes left side. Maslowski penetrates baseline, double team there, kicks it back to Schmitz. Cross court, gets the pass off to Hennessy, nearly stolen by Dinius, but Hennessy will control it with the behind-the-back dribble, backs it out now. Leaves it baseline, right side for Nordine, hands it back to Hennessy. Hennessy looks underneath for Pope, nothing doing, brings it back out to Nordine, top of the key. In and out, not good. Rebound, Gabbert. And the ball back to Dickinson High. Gabbert brings it down court, top the key, Dinius. Left side, Karn. Karn cross courts with the skip pass to Gabbert. Thought about the 3. Didn't take it. Penetrates, goes back to Dinius. Dinius will come in the lane, stops at the free throw line, fires and hits. Jason Dinius with the basket. Dickinson High now with an 8-5 lead on a 6-0 run here. Have opened up a 3-point lead, their biggest lead. With 4 minutes left to go. First quarter. Hennessy behind the back dribble. Comes left side, Maslowski, top of the key, thought about the 3, couldn't get it off. Inside, Nordine fakes, puts the shot up off the glass, misses everything. Good pressure that time by Blake, and Nordine simply put up the hook shot, and all it drew was one side of the backboard and off the other side. Blake free throw line off to Karn, baseline, Coppinger, back out Dinius. Right side, Gabbert from 3, looks good, is good. Sean Gabbert with the basket, and Dickinson High leads it 11-5 in the midst of a 9-0 run for Dickinson High. 3:29 left to go. Hennessy gets it to Nordine. Free throw line jumper by Nordine is not good. Rebound comes off. It'll be controlled by the Midgets. And down court with the basketball, right-hand side. It is Gabbert to Blake, free throw line. Blake hands it back to Dinius. Now in the corner to Gabbert. Gabbert inside on the drive, puts it up. Let's see if he gets it. Nope, they're going to have a jump ball, and the arrow will favor Bismarck Century. So one of the Pats got a hand on the ball as he made his move towards the basket, getting ready to check in. Derek Frank and Brent Wolf. Dinius will check out. Coppinger will check out. And Dickinson High will set defensively. Going to work offensively are the Pats. 11-5. Dickinson High with the lead. They trailed 5-2 and have run off 9 straight points to get their biggest lead of the first quarter. Free throw line. Pope with it. He fires over Karn. His shot is up and short. Rebound comes down to Derek Frank. Bismarck Century ice cold from the floor. They have put up 9 shots, just 2 of 9, and have had some good looks. Karn with it, right wing out front to Wolf. Wolf brings it off to Gabbert. Gabbert baseline to Frank. His 17-footer is up and good. Derek Frank with the basket. Well, Dickinson High, just the opposite. They can't miss. They have hit 6 shots in a row. 6 of 7 from the floor, an 11-0 run. 13-5, Midgets by 8. Pope with the basketball. Gets the pass on the baseline to Hennessy. Hennessy has it poked away and out of bounds. It'll go back to Bismarck Century. Getting ready to check in. 0-0. Eric Deutscher. So Deutscher checks in. Also getting ready to check in. Number 32 for the Pats, Dan Cook. So Deutscher and Cook into the ball game. Century will put it into play. Inbounds pass comes to Cook. Cook takes a look inside at Schmitz. Can't go to him. He's covered up by Frank. Now picks the dribble up. Now gets the bounce pass in low to Schmitz. Schmitz double team. Nice spin move away from the pressure and got it down. Pretty move by Brad Schmitz. His first 2 points of the night. 13-7, and that ends an 11-0 run for Dickinson High. Hennessy picks the pocket of Gabbert. Turnover number 2, Dickinson High. Now the ball batted loose again. Let's see who's going to control it. It's out of bounds. Touch last by Dickinson High. Off the foot of Sean Gabbert, who was standing on the out-of-bounds line, and as a result, Century will get the basketball back. Ball will be put into play. Cook will do the honors, brings it into Pope. Pope beyond the 3-point line, thinking about it, but Karn right there with him defensively. Baseline, they get the pass off to Cook. Now back out front it comes. Hennessy on the dribble with the basketball. Baseline, Cook. Hand back, Hennessy. Now on the wing. Hennessy takes a look inside. Comes free throw line. Cut out there. Ball loose. Gabbert picks it up. Turnover 1 Century. Here comes Gabbert down the right side. Pulls it back out as the shot isn't there, and he'll reset the offense. Goes to Frank inside to Blake. Off the glass. Lays it up and in. Jaden Blake with his first 2 points. 15-7. Dickinson High by 8. As the Midgets continue their impressive offensive showing here in the first quarter, 7 of 8 from the floor. Little backdoor try by the Pats, and now they get the man open underneath. Deutscher has the ball batted loose, but he steps on the end line. Turnover number 2, Bismarck Century, and the ball back to Dickinson High. Dinius will check in. Gabbert will check out. And the ball belongs to Dickinson High. Dinius, Wolf, Karn, Blake, and Frank right now in the lineup is going 8 deep and 9 deep already. Dickinson High in the first quarter. Dinius pulls up 12-footer. That is up and good. Makes it a 17-7 lead for Dickinson High with 45 seconds left to go first quarter. Just an onslaught offensively. 8 of 9 now for Dickinson High from the floor. 35 seconds remaining to play. With the basketball left-hand side here in the first quarter, it's Schmitz. Gets it back to Hennessy. Hennessy looking weak side for Deutscher. Can't get it to him. Goes behind the back. Comes around Wolf. Kicks it off baseline. Cook, 16-footer by Cook is up and good. Dan Cook with his first 2 points of the night. Makes it a 17-9 lead. Here comes Dinius on the drive. Kicks it back off. And a bad pass that time by Dinius as he penetrated and then forced it back outside and threw it right between the legs of Wolf and out of bounds. Turnover number 3 against Dickinson High. And the ball back to Bismarck Century. 17-9. Midgets lead it by a score of 8, by a margin of 8, with that 17-9 score. 8 seconds remaining to play. Hennessy on the dribble, tries to get away from Dinius. Good pressure by Dinius. It's a 5-second violation. Boy, an outstanding job defensively. Hennessy simply couldn't get away, kept dribbling, didn't look for any help, and the 5-second violation comes up. 3 turnovers. Bismarck Century, 3 seconds now remaining to play in the first quarter. Dickinson High leads 17-9, and they're going to get it into Gabbert. Gabbert's going to pick it up. Come left side, he's going to fire a 2-pointer at the buzzer. It counts. Yes, it does. Sean Gabbard at the buzzer. Why not? 19-9. The Midgets 9 of 10 from the floor in the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back with second quarter action after this.
At Stephenson Bike, your steel power tool gets all the authorized service right here in Dickinson. This holiday season, get it right the first time with a Steel from Stephenson Bike, downtown Dickinson.
Well, back with you. Derek Frank puts the shot up as the Midgets get the ball into play to begin the second quarter from the baseline, and the Midgets finally do miss. We're 9 of 10 in that first quarter. Hit the 9 of 9 from the floor. Pope inside. Karn with the body got him as they got Pope posted up, and Karn got there a step too late and came across with the biggest lead of the game, 9 or 10 points, and now it's back to 9. As Pope has his third point of the night. One more shot coming. He readies himself at the line. Does Pope take aims? This one is up, and this one rolls around and drops in. Makes it a 19-11 lead for Dickinson High. 7.5 minutes remaining to play. First half. Right side, top the key. Dinius leaves it left side for Karn. Karn takes a look baseline to Frank. 15-footer by Frank is up and good. Derek Frank with the basket. He has 4. Jeremy Emmerich in the ball game. Give him Jaden Blake a breather. As Blake and Coppinger getting ready to come back in. Left-hand side with the basketball. Hand back from Cook. Gets it to Deutscher. Deutscher holds it high above his head. Now puts it on the floor. Left side, quickly swings it back to Maslowski. Now to Cook. Ball inside, batted away, and Frank with a nice defensive play steals it. And then coming back trying to get it was Cook, and he picks up the personal. Turnover number 4 against Bismarck Century. Into the ball game now for Bismarck Century, Travis Opdahl. Emmerich and Frank will check out of the ball game. Coppinger and Blake in. So let's set Dickinson for you. It's Karn, Gabbard, Coppinger, Blake, and also in the lineup, Dinius, who has the ball, fires a three-pointer, top the key, high off the back iron, not good. Karn had it, lost it, now gets it back. Good offensive board by Curtis Karn as he battled strong inside. Dinius off to Karn. Cross courts it to Gabbard. Gabbard looks inside, pulls up from 16. His shot is up and good. Gabbard with the basket. Gabbard makes it a 23-11 ball game. Gabbard now with 9 points inside. Nice move by Nordine as he hooks it up and in over Blake. Little hook shot. 23-13. Dickinson High by 10. Top the key, Dinius to Blake. Blake kicks it off to Karn. Karn back out front. They go to Dinius. Dinius back off to Blake. He pulls out from 17. His shot is up and good. Jaden Blake with the basket. He has 4. That's what you call the big guy going outside. He was 2 steps behind the free throw line and just got it up, flicked the wrist, and buried the jump shot. 25-13. Again, the lead is up to 12 points. Missed shot that time by Pope. Rebound Coppinger. Outlet Gabbard. Midgets slow the pace a bit with 5:50 remaining to play in the first half. Left side, Karn takes a look inside, goes baseline. He has Coppinger in there. He drives, has the shot blocked away, but we got a whistle and a personal. And Troy Coppinger will go to the free throw line, and he'll be there to shoot 2. Into the ball game now for Bismarck Century. Checking into the contest is number 30. Back into the ball game for the Pats. That is Derek LeBeer. So LeBeer into the contest. Free throw by Coppinger is up, in and out, not good. He'll get another. One more shot coming. Frank's going to check in. Karn's going to check out. Lickenstein go a little bigger now, 6'8". Frank at 6'4". Coppinger at 6'3". And Gabbard at 6'3". Second free throw in and out, not good. Rebound tapped around. Nordine will control it. Hits the outlet to Maslowski. 25-13. Dickinson High with the lead. Left-hand side. Cook penetrates baseline. Nice move. Blocked away from behind by Coppinger, though. Good defensive play. Coppinger got beat, but never gave up. Came back from behind. And as Cook put the shot up, got a hand at it and slapped it out of bounds. Maslowski will put it into play. Drops the pass in quickly. And get it inside. Little hook shot is up and good again by Nordine. He just fading away. Over the top of Jaden Blake, makes it 25-15. Down court with the basketball. Ball poked away. Gabbard trying to control it. Still loose. And now it's going to be controlled by Dinius. Dinius with the basketball. On the dribble. Three-point attempt is going to be up and not good. Blake with the rebound puts it up. That's not good. And now we've got a whistle and a personal. So Gabbard missed. Blake followed it up, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. (25-15) is our score. A lead of 10. Free throw attempt on the way by Blake is up and good. Blake now with 5 points. 26-15. Dickinson High back in the lead by 11. One more shot coming. This one is on the way. This one looks good and is good. Back to a 12-point lead for Dickinson High, 27-15. A little bit of pressure now, 2-2-1 pressure by Dickinson High. Maslowski gets it across the timeline to DeBeer. Batted around, but it's controlled by Nordine. His shot is up and not good. Frank will come out of there with the rebound. Gets it off to Gabbard, and Gabbard will bring it down court. 4:45 left to go before halftime. Dickinson High 27, Bismarck Century 15. Ball poked away and out of bounds. It'll go back to Dickinson High's putting the ball into play. Will be Troy Coppinger. Schmitz is going to check back in during the brief respite in the action. He'll check in for Cook. 27-15, a 12-point lead for Dickinson High. That has been their biggest. Coppinger on the wing to Blake at the free throw line. Kicks the right side. Gabbard, he tries another three-pointer. That one's too strong. Blake with the rebound inside. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. Frank tips. Can't get it to go. And it's finally controlled by Schmitz. And the ball brought down court by Bismarck High. Maslowski, right-hand side. Goes baseline. Dickinson High now a little 2-3 zone. Out front, Maslowski brings it all the way out to the center jump circle. Takes a look inside. They get it off to Schmitz. Back to Maslowski. He gets the pass back to Schmitz. Right back to Maslowski. Long three-pointer by Maslowski is not good. Rebound will come off and be controlled by Dickinson High as Gabbert yanks it out of there and brings it across the timeline. Gabbert with the basketball. Trying to back his way in. Canuck goes to Dinius. Now to Blake. Blake back to Gabbert. Baseline Coppinger. Back out Dinius. Free throw line. 15-footer Dinius is short. Rebound's going to be controlled by Bismarck Century. Maslowski with the long rebound brings it down court. Drives underneath. He wants a timeout. He got a timeout, I think, before he stepped out of bounds. So let's see if we got a full or a 20 here. Looks like we're
Dickinson High and Dickinson Trinity, plus the best of CBS and ESPN is being brought to you on
Along with Schmitz, also back into the ball game now. Maslowski also into the contest is Travis Opdahl and Pope in the ball game. Out front with it, Maslowski picked up by Gabbert. Dickinson High back to man-to-man. Left side they go to LeBeer inside to Schmitz. He tries the hook shot, can't get it to go. Rebound taken down by Blake. Outlet pass comes off to Gabbert. 27-15. Dickinson High by a dozen. Gabbert picks the dribble up, goes to Blake, top of the key, back to Gabbert. He penetrates baseline, slides in from 15. His shot spins in and out, not good. And the rebound's going to be controlled by Bismarck Century. Here come the Pats. Maslowski against Gabbert. Baseline cut off. Good defense. Ball goes off the fingertips and out of bounds. Well, that's a good defensive play by Sean Gabbert against Maslowski. Turnover number 5, Bismarck Century. And the ball back to Dickinson High. They lead it by a dozen. That's been their biggest lead. They've held that lead 5 different times in the first half. Gabbert, the tray. That's going to be way too strong. Missed everything. Rebound taken down and controlled by the Pats. Down court with the basketball comes Travis Opdahl. Opdahl comes around the screen, gets it back off to Schmitz. Schmitz right back to Opdahl. 2.5 minutes left to go. Quick first half. 27-15 lead inside. Schmitz turns, can't get the shot away. Back to Maslowski. He comes baseline from 12. Nice touch off the glass. Josh Maslowski now with 5 points. 27-17 is the score. Dickinson High by 10. Gabbert. Baseline. Frank out the front. Dinius down the paint off the glass. Lays it up. Not good. And the rebound's going to be taken down by the Pats. Down court, Maslowski. Ball batted loose by Gabbert, but right back to Maslowski. And he'll reset the offense with 2 minutes left to go before halftime. 27-17. Dickinson High by 10. Schmitz, top of the key, looking inside. Kicks it off on the wing. Three-point attempt is up. And not good that time by Opdahl. Rebound comes down to Dinius deep in the corner. And he'll bring it across the timeline. Jason Dinius, top of the key, stops. Free throw line, Blake, off to Gabbert. Baseline, Frank, 17-footer by Derek Frank, in and out and back in again. Derek Frank having himself a solid night. He's now got 6 points. 29-17. Again, the Midgets lead for the 6th time now. It's at 12 points. 29-17. A minute and a half left to go. Ball poked away As Maslowski tried to get it off that time to Schmitz, and Gabbert got a hand on it. Brent Wolf in, Troy Coppinger in. Out of the ball game comes Gabbert, and also out of the game comes Frank. Inbounds pass. They drop a baseline to Pope, picked up by Karn inside to Schmitz. He turns, fires, doesn't get the shot, but Blake will pick up his first personal. And at the line, Schmitz will shoot 2 shots. Brown a basket for 2 points, and it stays that way as he misses the front end of the 2-shot situation. Hennessy in. Maslowski will check out of the ball game. One more shot coming out the line for Schmitz. This one on the way. This one is up. This one bounces off. Not good. Rebound Blake as he clears it out off to Dinius. Dinius will bring it down court. Top of the key. Stops. Goes to Blake. Free throw line. Double team. Ball poked loose. Blake tips it right to Coppinger, who lays it up and in. Nice tap by Blake. He just kept the hands alive and slapped at it, and he slapped it right into the hands of Troy Coppinger, who laid it up and in for his first 2 points, 31-17. Dickinson High with their biggest lead of the night, 14 points inside. Count the basket. Nice move by Schmitz in the paint, and he scores. That personal will go against Troy Coppinger. So Schmitz has his second basket, 4 points on the night. He's back at the line. He was just there, went 0 for 2. He'll try again. 56 seconds left. Blake will check out of the ball game. And at the free throw line, shooting will be Schmitz. He hits the free throw, so he gets the 3-point play. Full court pressure. Dinius having some problems. Gets it to Coppinger. Coppinger off to Brent Wolf. Wolf drives to the basket, lays it up, and lays it in. That's the way to beat the press. 33-20, Dickinson High by 13. Brent Wolf with a nice decision. Instead of looking for the pass, just took it to the hoop and laid it up and in. Inside this time, free underneath the Schmitz. He got behind Emmerich and went strong to the basket and laid it up and in. Schmitz now with 7. 33-22, Dickinson by 11. Brent Wolf with the basketball. Cross court to Karn. Karn takes a look inside, skips it back to Wolf. 16-footer by Wolf on the baseline. Won't go down. Rebound battle for. We got a whistle and a personal. And that'll go against Troy Coppinger as Coppinger will pick up the personal. With 16 seconds remaining to play, first half. Dickinson High by 11, 33-22. Maslowski will check into the ball game. Frank checks in. Coppinger will check out with those 2 personal fouls. Inbounds pass will come in. With 15 seconds left across the timeline comes Hennessy. Hennessy on the dribble. Gets some pressure. Gets it to Maslowski. 3-pointer Maslowski misses. Rebound picked up and laid up and in by Bismarck Century. That was Derek LeBear as the buzzer sounds. As Maslowski missed the tray and nobody screened LeBear out. He laid it up and in at the buzzer, so Dickinson High will take a 9-point lead into the locker room at halftime. It's Dickinson High 33, Bismarck Century 24 with action. Maslowski will bring it across the timeline. He'll set the offense. Goes free throw line to Schmitz. Schmitz picked up there by Coppinger. Turns, squares up, looking to drive. Cannot. They get it off to Hennessy. Hennessy takes a look inside. Nothing to do it now. Finds Schmitz on the baseline. Ball batted loose. Gabbert steals it away. Turnover number 6, Century. So Gabbert will control the basketball. Gabbert cut off as he tries to go down the left side of the lane. Goes to Karn. Back out front. Dinius off to Blake. Blake kicks it off now to Gabbert. Gabbert drives inside. He has his pocket pick. Turnover 4. Hennessy with the steal. Gets it back off to Pope. And Pope looking for any kind of help. Can't find it. So he turns around. Takes the shot. That spins in and out. Not good. Rebound down to Jaden Blake. And Blake gets the outlet off to Gabbert. Gabbert comes down court, takes a look around, drops it into Blake in the paint, baseline Coppinger, 12-footer by Coppinger, in and out, not good. And the rebound's going to be controlled by Bismarck Century. Here come the Pats on the fly. Top of the key, it's Hennessy with the basketball. Hennessy right side to Maslowski. Bounces it off, gets it there to Nordine. Nordine hangs on to it. They're looking inside, now back out front to Hennessy. Hennessy looking back door for Nordine, can't find him. Top of the key, Maslowski comes down right side beyond the 3-point line. Maslowski drops it free throw line to Schmitz with his back to the basket. Schmitz turns out, squares up against Coppinger. Kicks it back to Maslowski. Shot clock just about expired. 3-pointer up, not good. It did hit iron for Maslowski. But Dickinson High comes out of there with the rebound. And down court comes Gabbert with the basketball. Out front to Dinius. Dinius penetrates inside, floats up a one-hander, ribs off, not good. Rebound going to be taken down and controlled by the Pats. Here's Hennessy. Hennessy left side. Dinius trying for the steal, can't get it, and then from behind, Dinius with the push will pick up the personal. So Dinius picks up his first, team's first, and the basketball will go back to Bismarck Century. The Pats will put it into play. Inbounds pass comes in into the hands of Hennessy. Hennessy takes a look around. Derek Frank in now for Dickinson High. Placing Troy Coppinger. Baseline drive. The basketball. Pope is cut off. Maslowski double team. Kicks it back out to Schmitz. Top the key. Hennessy. Hennessy right side to Pope. Pope travels with the basketball as he tried to make that move. Shuffled the feet. Turnover number 7 against Bismarck Century, and Dickinson High will retain possession of the basketball with 5 minutes, 50 seconds left to go. Third quarter, 33-24. We've gone nearly 2.5 minutes without either team scoring here in this third quarter. Dickinson High by 9. Blake gets the pass off. Gabbert penetrates free throw line. Double team, turns away from it, fires up an off-balance jump shot. Not good. Rebound going to be taken down, controlled by Century. Schmitz with the rebound. Outlet comes down court to Pope. Three-pointer got it. Carl Pope with the three-pointer, and the Pats back to within 6, 33-27, and that is as close as they have been in quite some time. Cross court, Gabbert with the basketball, fires an 18-footer. That is up and good. Sean Gabbert now with 11 points on the night. Dickinson High's lead is 8, 35-27. Hennessy out front on the dribble, looking for some help. Can't find it. Now bounces it back off to Pope. Here comes Pope down the lane. Pulls up from 12. That is short. Gabbert high in the air. Yanks that rebound down. And he'll bring it down court. Gabbert with the basketball. Top of the key, Karn. Right side, Dinius. Penetrates baseline. Double team, and he's going to be bumped as he goes baseline. That's going to go against Pope. So Pope will pick up the personal. That will be his first, I do believe. Yes, it is. Century's first of the half. Dinius out. Brent Wolf checks back into the ball game. Inbounds pass to Gabbert. His three-pointer is up. Looks good and is good. Sean Gabbert. Now with 14 points, Dickinson High's lead is back into double digits, 38-27. Nordine at the free throw line. Kicks it off now to Maslowski. Maslowski fires over Frank. His shot high off the glass. Not good. Rebound battle for Karn will come out of there with it. Outlet comes to Gabbert. Gabbert pushes it down court. Comes across the timeline. Goes out front to Karn. Karn looking inside for Blake. Had him momentarily, but couldn't get it to him. Now they go inside, trying to go to Frank. Good defense. Nordine steps in front of it, steals it away. Turnover 5 against Dickinson High. Here comes Maslowski over Gabbert. Free throw line jumper doesn't go. Rebound's going to be controlled by Curtis Karn. And down court with the basketball comes Gabbert. Gabbert, dangerous pass. Bounced it right into the hands of Hennessy. Karn blocks it. Maslowski there, though, to follow it up and lay it up and in. Good hustling play that time by Curtis Karn, but Maslowski equal to the hustle as he picked it up and laid it in. Frank, 15-footer. That is in and out, not good. Blake taps it, not good. Blake gets it back, not good, but we're going to have a whistle and a personal. That's going to go against Derek Frank, I do believe, pushing off. So Frank will pick it up. And the ball will go back to Bismarck Century. Maslowski checks out. Cook checks in. Also checking into the ball game now for Bismarck Century, Travis Opdahl. So it's Opdahl, Hennessy, Schmitz, Pope, and Cook. 38-29, Dickinson High by 9. The basketball, Hennessy deep in the corner, comes around Dinius, double team, kicks it off to Pope. He'll fire a three-pointer. Ebach in the game, and he fires it over Ebach, and Pope knocks it down. He's got 10, again a 6-point lead. 38-32, Dickinson High by 6. That's as close as Century has been since way back in the first quarter. Dinius with the basketball, looking for help. Gets it off down to Frank. Frank back to Dinius, inside to Blake. Blake puts it up and in, counts the basket. He'll go to the free throw line. Good patience by the Midgets on the offensive end, and it pays off. Blake now with 8, and he'll be at the line to shoot 1. 40-32. Dickinson High's lead is 8. 2:49 left to go in the third quarter. And Blake readies himself at the free throw line. Effort is up. This one comes off the back iron, too strong. Rebound going to be taken down by Cook. He gets it off now, right-hand side. Gets the pass to Opdahl. His three-pointer is up and good. So the Pats beginning to warm from three-point range. They're back to within 5, 40-35. With 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Dinius with the basketball back out front to Blake. Blake back to Dinius on the wing. Little pressure now on the zone. They come out. Ebach has it. Ebach, back to Dinius, off to Blake. Blake has the ball stripped away. Gets it back. Nice pass to Ebach. He lays it up. Not good. But he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good look by Jaden Blake to find the open Kelly Ebach. And Ebach scoreless tonight at the line for the first time. Frank checks out. Coppinger checks in. 40-35, a 5-point lead for Dickinson High. 2:12 remaining to play in the third quarter. Free throw attempt is up by Ebach and good. Kelly's first points of the night. Dickinson High now 1 of 2 in the second half. 3 of 5 for the ball game. This one spins in and out, not good, so the Midgets lead stays 6 points. 41-35 as we hit the 2-minute mark remaining to play in the third quarter. With the basketball, Hennessy gets it off to Schmitz. Schmitz puts it on the floor, comes around Blake and on the drive, and Blake will pick up the bump. As he picks up the personal, that'll be Blake's second personal. Into the ball game will come Gabbert and Karn. Ebach will leave. Wolf will leave. Nordine comes in. Schmitz comes out for Century. So it's Cook, Opdahl, Pope, Hennessy, and Nordine for Bismarck Century. Inbounds pass comes to Hennessy. And now we've got an illegal screen. That's going to go against Bismarck Century as Pope came in and moved into him. Set that moving screen, and the basketball will go back to Dickinson High. Turnover number 8 against Century for Pope, his second personal. And down court with the basketball comes Dinius. Dinius across the timeline. Free throw line, Coppinger inside Frank. Frank, tough angle, has a shot blocked away by Nordine. Excuse me. And it's touched last by Derek Frank. Good defense by Nordine. Century will get it back. 41-35. Dickinson High by 6. But the Pats with the mini run here in this quarter have moved back to within a half dozen. Right-hand side with the basketball. It is Opdahl back out front now. Swings it to Hennessy. Hennessy left side to Cook. Cook nearly walked. Puts up the 15-footer. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Nordine. He can't get it to go. And Karn will pull down the rebound. And over his back comes one of the Pats. Let's wait and see which one it was. For Century, their 15 personal. He'll go against Carl Pope, and that will be his third. Down court comes Dinius with the basketball, forces it inside, nearly stolen away, but it's controlled by Karn. Left side they go to Gabbert from 3, got it again. He has been outstanding, the junior, tonight. He now has 17, 44-35. The lead is back to 9 points. Left-hand side with the basketball. Pope drops it in the corner. Hennessy being pressured by Dinius. And again, we've got an illegal screen as Nordine moves right into the man and kind of gives him a little bump and pushes him out of the way. And the ball back to Dickinson High, turnover number 9, Century. Down to 52 seconds left to go in the ball game. Third quarter of the ball game, 44-35. Frank free inside, momentarily off the glass. Can't get it to go, but he does draw the personal. Nice move that time by Derek Frank along the baseline. He'll be at the line to shoot 2. Derek tonight in the ball game, 6 points. He'll be at the line shooting 2 shots. 7th team personal against Century. This is a 2-shot situation. Free throw attempt is up, in and out, not good. Mitchison not been real productive at the line in the second half. Hitting just 1 of 4, and for the night just 3 of 7, so they're under 50% from the line. One more shot coming. This one is on the way. This one is up. This one not good. Rebound battled for. It's going to be controlled by Century. 44-35, a 9-point lead for Dickinson High. Ball batted loose. Denius steals it away. Turnover number 10. Denius will bring it across the timeline with the basketball. Takes a look for Coppinger. Can't find him. Goes to Karn. Karn back to Denius. He fakes from three and then bumped into by Deutscher, and Deutscher will pick up the personal. So Deutscher picks it up. It'll be 1-and-1 time, bonus time for Bismarck. For Dickinson. 2 minutes ago when they got it to 40-35. Denius hits the free throw. He now has 5 points on the night. He'll get one more. Denius readies himself again at the line. This one is up, and this one is good. Lead back to 11, 46-35. Dickinson High by 11 inside. Nordine on the alley-oop. Couldn't get the shot off initially. Then has it blocked away. Loose on the floor. We'll have a jump ball. And let's see who has the arrow. The arrow will belong to Dickinson High. So the Midgets will get the ball back with 14 seconds left to go in the third quarter. And the ball back to Dickinson High. Steve Glaser will hand it to Curtis Karn, who will put it into play. Curtis gets it into Denius. Denius comes across the timeline, down to 10 seconds. Skips it deep in the corner to Gabbard. He gets a baseline seam. Yeah, there it is. Player control. Stepping right in front of him that time was Travis Opdahl, and Opdahl got both feet down, and Gabbard came over him and picks up the personal. Turnover 6, Dickinson High. For Gabbard, his first, down to 7 seconds remaining to play. In the third quarter, inbounds pass comes in. Here's Opdahl, three-pointer, top the key, off the iron, not good. Coppinger comes down with the rebound, and that will bring an end to our third quarter of play. We've gone through 3. Dickinson High leads by 11, 46-35. We're back with the fourth and final quarter in 60s. The third quarter, Century 4 of 15 from the floor in the third quarter. 19-9 at the end of the first quarter. Dickinson High led 33-24 at halftime. They up it to 11, their biggest lead at a quarter stop. 46-35 as the ball put into play by Century. They'll go to work. Nordine inside against Blake. Turns, fires, but he travels with the basketball. Turnover number 11 against Bismarck Century. And the basketball right back to Dickinson High. Denius with the basketball. Gets it back out front to Karn. Karn goes left side, Gabbard. Gabbard has the ball slapped out of his hands and out of bounds, so it'll go back to Dickinson High. 7:35 remaining to play. Boy, we have zipped right along in this basketball game. Out front with the basketball, Denius, right side, Gabbard alone from 3. Can he do it again? Nope, this time it doesn't go down. Ball tapped around, but it'll be controlled by Bismarck Century. Down court with the basketball. Left-hand side comes Opdahl. Nice pass to Pope. Good move by Pope along the baseline. And he hammers it home off the glass. Pope now with 12 points. 46-37, Dickinson High by 9. Gabbard inside to Blake. Turns from 12. His shot is up and good. Jaden Blake in double digits. He now has 10. 48-37. Back to an 11-point lead for Dickinson High. 6:55 left to play. Left-hand side, Opdahl back out to Deutscher, nearly lost it, now gets it back, now comes around to screen. He's just about at a 5-second violation, but does get it off to Cook. Cook turns free throw line, gets it back off baseline, Opdahl. Opdahl floats up a one-hander, not good. Deutscher with the rebound inside. If it goes, it counts. It doesn't, but he'll be at the free throw line, and he'll shoot 2. Nice rebound inside by Deutscher on the weak side. Positioned himself well and drew the personal, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Century 3 of 5 at the free throw line. And ready at the line. Deutscher's shot is up, not good. He'll get another. Neither team has been real impressive tonight shooting free throws in this first ball game of the season. Second one is up. This one spins around for Deutscher and drops in. His first point of the night. 48-38, Dickinson High by 10 with 6.5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Right-hand side, Gabbard pulls up, doesn't take the tray, decides against it, now looks for any kind of help. Finally popping out is Denius, and Gabbard, well, that was a fastball that got by Denius, and he couldn't come up with it. Turnover number 7. Boy, Gabbard just fired a bullet and simply got by Denius before he had a chance to get to it. Goes out of bounds inside. Schmitz against Coppinger. Turns, lays it up and in. Schmitz now with 9 points, his first points of the second half. 48-40, Dickinson High by 8. Down court. Again, Dinius picks the dribble up, goes to Coppinger. Coppinger drives, turns from 12. His shot in and out, not good. Blake with the rebound. And over his back is Nordine. He'll pick up the personal. And Blake will go to the line. Jaden tonight at the line, 2 of 3, 10 points in the ball game. .40 is the score. Dickinson High by 8. Blake will shoot the 1 and 1. Free throw attempt is up, not good. Rebound comes out long. Maslowski will control it. And down court comes Maslowski. Goes baseline, and he's got a grab against Karn as Karn picked them up. Got the hand on him, and the ball will go back to Bismarck Century. 16 personal against Dickinson High. 48-40 our score. Dickinson High by 8. 5:49 remaining to play in this ball game. Ball put into play. Maslowski gets it in quickly to Opdahl. Baseline Maslowski. Tough fade away from 17. Can't get it to go. Coppinger a good position. That's the way you screen out on the boards, and Coppinger did it perfectly and got the rebound. Down court with the basketball. Blake has it. Free throw line. He'll pop it inside to Karn. Karn double team. Lays it up. Count it. He'll go to the line. Good patience. Blake kind of waited. Got the defense to commit. Dropped the pass in. Karn got the defense to commit. And then he laid it up and in and drew the personal for Kurt Karn. He now has 6 points on the night. He'll be at the line for the first time. That's going to be it. Picking up his 5th is Nordine. He will leave the ball game tonight. 2 of 8 from the floor. Did not attempt a free throw, and he ends the night with 4 points in the ball game. Looks like Cook's going to check into the ball game. Hennessy back in, so it'll be Hennessy, Maslowski, Opdahl, Schmitz, and also in the ball game, Cook now into the contest as Nordine picks up his 5th. At the line, Karn's free throw is good, so he completes the 3-point play. Curtis tonight, 3 of 3 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the line. He has 7 points. Schmitz with the basketball, goes right side now to Maslowski. He'll work against Karn. Now it comes back out front to Hennessy. Hennessy on the dribble, down to 5:15 remaining. Midgets lead back to 11 points. Right side, Maslowski, hand back to Hennessy. Oh, they're looking inside. Cook wide open. Hennessy didn't see him. Now he tries to go back door to Maslowski. Batted away and stolen. Good defensive pressure again by the Midgets on the help side. And down court comes Jason Dinius with the basketball. Dinius free throw line to Karn. Karn turns underneath the Blake. Lays it up. Not good. Ball batted around, and it's going to be controlled by Bismarck Century. And now we've got a whistle and a push. That'll go against Brent Wolf, I do believe. Yep. He'll pick it up. Brent Wolf will pick up the personal. Gabbard in, Dinius out. And at the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1 will be Dan Hennessy. Hennessy is scoreless tonight in the contest. He readies himself at the line. Takes aim. Shot is in and out, not good. Rebound pulled down by Curtis Karn. He's in a bundle of boards tonight. Down court with the basketball comes Brent Wolf. Wolf takes a look to Coppinger at the free throw line. They drop it inside to Blake, but a short pass. Coppinger didn't get it there. Turnover number 8, Dickinson High. 4.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. 51-40. Dickinson High by 11. Out front, Maslowski hands it back off quickly now. Gets the pass to Schmitz. Schmitz turns free throw line, doesn't take the shot, brings it back off to Hennessy. He tries to come inside, drops it up off the glass. Nice move by Hennessy. Put it up and in. Little hesitation move. His first points of the night. 51-42. Gabbard across the timeline. Gets the double team. Looking for some help. Gets it off to Karn. Cross court now to Wolf, and Karn nearly threw it away. Good save by Wolf. He takes a dribble, brings it back cross court to Gabbard. Gabbard penetrates inside, drives, lays it up and in. John Gabbard with another nice move. Boy, he is on an outstanding night. Gabbard now with 19 points, 53-42. Timeout, Century. 22nd timeout, so let's sneak in a 30-second break. 3:34 left to go. Dickinson High 53, Century 42. Back in 30.
The
by 11, 53-42, 3.5 minutes left to play in the ball game. Right-hand side, Hennessy tries to set up. Midget's pressuring now man-to-man off to Maslowski. One dribble, he gets it off quickly to Opdahl. Opdahl picks the dribble up back to Hennessy as the Pats move it around the perimeter. Here comes Hennessy down the lane. Nobody picks him up. Drives, lays it up and in again. Hennessy now with 4 points. And that pressure now by Century, 2-2-1. Karn gets it across the timeline to Frank. Frank works it down the wing off to Gabbert. Gabbert back to Frank. He's got a seam, drives, lays it up and in. Derek Frank on the night now with 8 points in the ball game. 55-44, back to an 11-point lead. Hennessy left side goes to Cook. Back to Hennessy, deep in the corner. Hennessy spins away, cut off by Gabbert. Ball tapped away and out of bounds. It'll go back to Bismarck Century. Jason Dinius going to check into the ball game. Brent Wolf will check out of the contest. Century trying to get a guy off the playing floor. They finally do. Inbounds pass comes in. Opdahl down the lane. He's going to be bumped by Gabbert before the shot, so it'll be 1-and-1 time. So the ball will go back into the hands of Travis Opdahl. Opdahl, a three-pointer this evening for his only 3 points. 55-44, Dickinson by 11 with 2:39 remaining. Free throw is up and good by Travis Opdahl. Travis, a senior at 6 foot, he'll get another. Well, now what do we got? We got a violation against Century standing on the line. Their 13th turnover of the night. So Opdahl will just get one shot at the line. 55-45. Across the timeline, Dinius brings it to Gabbert. Gabbert on the dribble back out to Karn. Karn cross court to Dinius. Dinius takes a look inside, comes baseline, double team, reverses it up off the glass, not good. Rebound controlled by Dickinson High. Karn with it, puts it to the floor on the drive, banks it up and in. Curtis Karn with another basket. He has been solid tonight. 9 points for Karn. 4 of 4 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the line. 57-45 inside, ball batted loose. It's going to be controlled by Dickinson High. Derek Frank comes out of there. 14 turnovers, Century. 2 minutes left to go. They get it inside to Blake. He turns from 12 off the glass, banks it up and in. He's got a dozen. Midgets match their biggest lead of the night now, 59-45, and that comes with a minute 45 left to play in the ball game. Century wants a timeout. Let's see if they take a full timeout or not. Yes, it will be. So we'll take a 1-minute break here. 1:46 left to go in the game. 59-45. Dickinson High by 14 with a minute 45 remaining in the ball game. Dickinson High basically has led throughout this ball game, led by 10 at the end of the first quarter, 9 at halftime, 11 after 3 quarters. Century did get as close as 5 points at 40-35 with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter, but that is as close as it has been since it was 11-5 back in the first quarter. Pope, nice baseline drive, not good, but he'll draw the personal as Blake got him across the arm and picks it up, and Pope will go to the line. Pope tonight with 8 points in the second half, 12 in the ball game. He is 2 of 2 from the line. Century in the second half, 2 of 4 from the line for the ball game, have hit on 5 of 9 at the free throw line. 1:33 remaining to play in this contest. Dickinson High by 14. It stays that way as Pope misses the free throw. Marshall Colvin checks into the ball game. Colvin, a senior at 6 foot, checks in. Opdahl checks out. One more shot for Pope. This one in and out, not good. Rebound comes down to Derek Frank. Hands it off to Sean Gabbert, and Gabbert will bring it across the timeline. Gabbert with the basketball on the wing. Brings it back out to Frank. Frank looks inside for Karn. Karn turns, gets it off to Blake. Blake back to Gabbert. Gabbert, baseline. Frank, 15-footer, not good. Blake with the rebound inside, puts it up, not good, and he'll draw the personal and go to the free throw line. So Jaden Blake will be back at the line. Midgets with great scoring balance tonight. A lot of guys around double digits, a couple guys in double digits, 59-45. Jaden Blake tonight just 2 of 4 at the line. He has 12 points in the ball game. Free throw attempt is up and good. He'll get another. Back into the ball game, Derek LeBeer. Also getting ready to check in. Jeremy Emmerich will check into the ball game. 60-45, biggest lead of the night. 15 points. Rebound, Karn with it, puts it up and in again. Boy, tell you what, Curtis Karn has been Johnny on the spot tonight. 5 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the line, 11 points, 62-45. 17-point lead, three-pointer put up, not good by Coleman, and Pope underneath, pushing off. Gabbert will go to the other end and shoot for Dickinson High. Emmerich in, Ebach in, Karn will check out, Blake will check out. Blake ends the night with a total of 13 points. Karn ends the night with 11 points. Karn tonight, 5 of 5 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the line. I tell you what, he was right around double digits in rebounds tonight. Free throws up and good by Sean Gabbert, who has just simply been outstanding tonight. Gabbert now with 20 points in the ball game. This one is up and good. He now has 21. He'll leave tonight 4 of 5 from the free throw line. From the floor, he was 4 of 6 in the second half. 8 of 14 for the ball game and had 3 3-pointers. So he had a pretty good night tonight. 64-45. Midgets have blown this one open late in the fourth quarter. Shot is going to be put up. Frank with the block, so it'll be a 2-shot situation. 21 points on the night for Gabbert. He ends the night with those 21 points, including, well, let's see. He had a total in the second half of 12. 9 in the first half, 12 in the second half, and he'll be the leading scorer in the ball game. Free throw attempt by Colvin is up and good. Marshall has his first free throw of the night. His first point of the night, 64-46. This one not good. Rebound taken down by Dickinson High. Derek Frank with it off to Brant Wolf. Wolf brings it across the timeline, gets double teamed, gets it off to Ebach. Jamie Pravatsky into the ball game. They go baseline Frank, back out to Ebach. Off to Pravatsky. He'll fire a three-pointer. That's an air ball. And the rebound's going to be controlled by Bismarck Century. Down court, Pope, left side Colvin. They drop it inside to Spencer. He turns, can't get it to go. Rebound's going to be taken down and controlled by Dickinson High. Ebach across the timeline. Ball batted loose. It's going to be controlled by Hennessy. Turnover 10, Dickinson High. Nice pass to Colvin on the drive. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So Colvin, who was 1 of 2 earlier at the line, will be back there to shoot 2. Getting ready to check in now for Century. Garrett Kuntz checks in. So Kuntz will check into the ball game. And at the free throw line, Colvin's effort is up and good. One more shot coming. Colvin now with 2 points on the night. This one is up, and this one is good again. 64-48, 10 seconds left to go. Pravatsky, Ebach, Wolf, Frank. Frank pulls it up, gets it back out to Ebach, down to 2 seconds, and that will be your final score as the buzzer sounds. There's the ball game. Dickinson High picks up their first win of the season as the Midgets defeat Bismarck Century 64-48. Dickinson High goes to 1-0. Century 0-1. We'll take a 3-minute timeout. Back with numbers right after this 3-minute break.